Let's have a look now at creating a truss family. Now, I've left the project open with the truss that we've already inserted. The reason being is I want to insert another truss linking to this one. So I'm going to go back to the floor plan, level 2. There's our truss there. I will zoom in a little bit, like so, and it's sitting there ready to be used in a moment. Now I'm going to go up to the application menu, and I'm going to go new, and we want a new family. Now I'm working in imperial units, so I don't want to use the metric ones. So I'll go upper level into English Imperial, and if I scroll down now to the family templates here, you'll see as we get down to structural, there is a structural trusses Revit family template. So I'll select that and I'll click on open. And as you can see, it gives me a basic truss template to work with. You'll notice we've got top chord, web and bottom chord there as well. Now before we do anything else, we need to make sure that our truss length is correct. So I'm going to click there. I don't want that to be 80. I want that to actually be 30 feet, like so. So that'll soon change like that. And the truss height reference planes are here. Now I can obviously update these. They're sticking out a little bit too far now. So what I'll do is I'll save this first. So I'll go up to the application menu, save as, obviously save it as a family. I'm going to save that in my projects folder and we're going to call it basic box truss. Now it's up to you what you call it, up to you where you save it, as long as you know where to find it later. So I'll click on save there. Do I want to replace it? Yes, I do. So that's all saved and you can see at the top, basic box truss. So I'm just going to update these reference planes by clicking on the little bubbles, bring those in a bit like so to about there. And then I'll click on this one here, do this one here as well, bring that one in and line it in. And then we'll do the same at this end. And it just tidies them up a little bit and makes sure that the reference planes aren't all over the place. Otherwise, the reference planes can get a little bit crazy. And then when you go back into the family, there's reference planes everywhere. Now, what I also need to update here is the dimensions. So I'll just click there and drag that down a bit to there. And then I also need to update this. Now, I can obviously do that if I want to. In this particular case, I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to hit escape there. I'll undo that. It can stay where it is for the moment. It's kind of obvious where it is, and it tells me that the truss height is 6, or not, as the case may be. I want mine to be 6, so again, I can update that. 6 feet in there. Change that from 10. We can click there, drag that one up to there like so. And then what I can do, if I want to, is do a little crossing selection on those two. The center one has to stay as is. This one I can update, but the center one always stays the length that it is in the Revit family, just the way it is. Now, we do need some more reference planes. So if I go to create now and go to reference plane here, I'm going to pop a reference plane from there and line it in with that one there, like that, and then hit escape there. I'm going to pop another reference plane from there and line it in with that one there, like that. Now I'm going to update the dimensions of those reference planes. So if I click on that one there, it's saying it's 7 feet 6, 7 feet 6, which is great. That's exactly what I want. That's splitting it exactly. The truss length is 30 and each side is 15. So that breaks that down into 7.5 feet each side. That's excellent. And as if by magic, it's done it that side for me too. Now, the good thing is I've got reference planes in there now. What I need to draw now are obviously the webs. So I want the top chord, which is going to go from here across to here, like so. There's my top chord. I also need to do the bottom chord, which is going to go from here to here. I then need to do the web. So each of these is a single member. So I go from there, like that. Then I do another one from there to there, like that. Then another one from there to there, like that. Then another one from there to there. And I keep going, and I draw each individual section that is formed in the truss, like so. Make sure you do that, because if you miss out one of these in the web, it could cause problems later. So we've got all of those in place. I then hit escape just to deselect everything. Now, what you need to make sure of is that your web and your chords are restrained, like so. So that one there, it needs to be aligned with a reference plane. So what we do is we go to Align here on the Modify panel, select the reference plane, select the web member. That then locks like that. Do the same with each one, each vertical one, like so. So you align to there, click there, lock it. And there, lock it. There, lock it. And there, and lock it. Now you would normally lock to these planes as well. So if I click there and click there, I need to lock that one. Click there, and lock that one. The reason being, you want this to be obviously a fixed height, a fixed length with fixed spacings. So I can now save that by clicking on Save up here on the Quick Access toolbar.